Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on a special live stream Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Welcome to the live stream from Michigan where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. I'm going to unbox my YouTube Silver Award for my 100,000 subscriber milestone and just give a special thank you for everyone that supported me over the years. And then I've got some stuff I want to do with you guys. I've got it down in the description. So let's get this thing going. All right, once again, thanks for joining me. I'm here with the rig and the setup. We got everything working. Hopefully the mic is working. It appears to be working. Yay, good. I should always check that. I've had several live streams where I'm in it into like I'm 10 minutes deep and people are in the window screaming, we can't hear you. So I think we covered that. Let me just quickly go over here and pop out chat and welcome everybody here. And let's put this guy over on the secondary monitor so you guys can see me. Or so I can see you guys. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I like this. All right, so let's do... I want to do side shot, but I want to stop intro. There we go. I'll have to remember to put that back. Okay, so I forgot to do this on Saturday. This is my YouTube, it's from YouTube, it's my Silver Award. This is live, so if there's a scratch on it or anything like that, then you'll be here to see that too. So I've got my trusty knife, should always have a sharp knife. I hope that doesn't get me banned from YouTube, displaying weapons. You have to be careful what you say and do on YouTube. All right, the knife is gone. Oh, good advice for knife users. Only use a knife to cut and then put it away, right? I know we're really tempted to do things like, okay, you got your knife, you cut your thing, and then you're going to try to like do something else while you got the knife in your hand, like open the box. In fact, I actually still needed the knife. And then always cut away from yourself, right? It's common sense, right? We learn this kind of stuff we're in Boy Scouts, right? Once you're done with the knife, put it away. Once you're done cutting, put it away. Don't like try to open the box with the knife in your hand. You're going to screw yourself up. Right. Words of wisdom from the CryptoDad. I was a Boy Scout, by the way. I don't know that they taught me that. All right, so here we go. We got this. All right, we got some... okay. Ooh, okay. All right. So we got this little certificate or letter from YouTube. That's pretty cool. I won't read the whole thing. Congratulations on an amazing milestone from Susan Wojcicki. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced her name. She is the head of YouTube, from what I understand. That's cool stuff, right? Very nice. Wow, it's beautiful too. I mean, this is like not cheap paper. This is like heavy duty. All right, and then I've got this little card in here. We are honored to take part in Packaged with Great Care by Rick. This guy. All right, so here we go. Let's pull this thing out. For those of you who are not aware, when you get 100,000 subscribers, you are eligible for the Silver Award from YouTube. Okay, beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right, let's take this thing out. And there we go. Right there it is. The CryptoDad for passing 100,000 subscribers. Very beautiful. And I want to thank YouTube and I want to thank all of you who are here watching the live stream live or after the fact. And anyone that has subscribed to my channel in general, you guys are what keeps me going. So once again, I'd like to thank everyone for this and all the little people. It's like, and God and my parents and my family, all that great stuff. it's wonderful to have that going. I think I'll stick this over here so that it doesn't fall or anything crazy like that. All right, but you guys didn't jump on here and watch my live stream simply to see me open that. That's the main attraction, but I've got some stuff planned for you guys. For those of you who are familiar with my live streams, I do these every Saturday usually at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. And then when things kind of get interesting, sometimes I'll jump in and do, you know, like a off-the-cuff live stream like I did today. But as it turns out, there's some good stuff we should be talking about. So let's go over here to this side, and we'll cover some news stories. I've got 3 browsers open today. Okay, let's go back. This is kind of, here we go. This was the catalyst. I mean, I noticed this happening last night. I'm usually tracking the price of Bitcoin on my phone and whatnot, and there were some discrepancies about what caused this pop, because I believe it was already popping before Elon Musk tweeted that he was going to start accepting Bitcoin again, and that he had, you know, he definitely had not sold his Bitcoin. But I believe there was already a pop going on before that. I might be wrong, right? But you know, the price cracked 40. Actually, the price cracked 40 this morning. It was up. It cracked 39 yesterday after the tweet, and a little bit before the tweet, if I'm not mistaken. Or it was already on the rise, right? Because it had popped last week over the announcement by El Salvador that they were going to, you know, be making crypto or Bitcoin, pardon me, legal tender in their country. You know, the announcement came on Saturday or Sunday. Can't think straight. And then on Wednesday, they passed the law, and all of that, you know, surrounding that particular event had brought Bitcoin up from the low 30s, like 30,000, 31,000, up to the mid 30s. And then yesterday, over the weekend, mostly Sunday morning, there was another pop that was bringing Bitcoin up from the mid 30s to the high 30s. And then, of course, Sunday night, we got the news of this tweet from Elon Musk, and they were claiming that was what brought it up from. But like I said, I believe it was already popping before that, right? So basically what happened was someone at, I believe, CoinDesk, if I'm not mistaken. Someone at CoinDesk, Telegram chat, wasn't someone wrote an article or a tweet, which I can't find right now, of course, accusing Elon Musk of manipulating the market, right? And if he had done that in the stock market, he would have been, you know, accused of market manipulation, and that he's sort of getting away with it on the cryptocurrency market. And of course, this caught his attention, and he replied to that tweet and that article that no, he did not sell his Bitcoin and some of it, and that also he was planning on accepting Bitcoin for Teslas when it could be proved to him that Bitcoin was at least 50% energy, clean energy, right? Although there are reports that Bitcoin is already 70%, but there are some other reports that contradict that. So we need a definitive report. So this is all good news for Bitcoin in that I guess now they're going to, it is a transparent blockchain, so it can be easily shown that, you know, where the Bitcoin comes from, right? Which miners mined it and what energy they were using, and they can, you know, this is all public information, right? The only thing about that is I have this sense that this is going to affect the fungibility of Bitcoin. Fungibility is that property that makes one Bitcoin equal to any other Bitcoin. And if we start tracking Bitcoin publicly, we already do, but if it's sort of like public knowledge that this Bitcoin has been mined using green technology, and this other Bitcoin that's over from China was not green and is used coal, then we're going to have one Bitcoin is not always worth one other Bitcoin, right? That's the problem. We want currency to be fungible and not be non-fungible, right? So anyway, that could be an issue. And then the what happened this morning, if I can find that, which is another. Where did that go? Oh, it's forward from here. Was that Paul Tudor Jones commented this morning in some interview about Bitcoin and how he's got 5% of his personal portfolio. And he called out the Fed on their inflation guidance, right? Whatever you want to call it, right? Which is interesting. A 5% Bitcoin allocation is what he recommends to those seeking portfolio advice. So pretty big news from a big-time investor. And, the Fed drives the market. Everybody hangs on the words of the Fed. And, the market goes up and down based on what the Fed says about how they're handling inflation, right? That's sort of been their go-to thing, is that the Fed is in charge of the quote-unquote economy, and they adjust interest rates or whatever it is they do to keep inflation at a certain level, right? And then they also make comments on what inflation is and isn't, and whether it's going up or down, and that sort of stuff. And the market moves on those things. But here is a large, famous investor, Paul Tudor Jones, sort of calling BS on things the Feds were saying, right? So that was an interesting take. Slams Fed inflation claims, right? He's contradicting the Fed, right? So now we're seeing the market moves on what the Fed says, but then now we're having big investors that are calling out the Fed and saying, not too sure I agree with what you're saying or claiming or whatever. So big stuff, right? All right, so welcome everybody. It looks like there's a healthy attendance here tonight. Thank you for all the congratulations. I really appreciate it. And I wanted to jump into some topics for you guys that might be interesting. The first thing I would like to cover tonight, which I didn't put... Oh, and by the way, check out the description down below. I've got some topics that we're going to cover. And I've got a bunch of affiliate links that I would appreciate if you're interested in any of these products or projects to find them or explore them using my affiliate link. That'll give me credit if you decide to buy something on those platforms. We've got BlockFi, where you can earn interest on your Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies if you deposit it with them, right? And then there's Crypto.com, which is an iOS-based cryptocurrency exchange where you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies, trade cryptocurrencies, stake cryptocurrencies, and then you can also get yourself a debit card that you can use to spend your cryptocurrencies in the real world. I've been partnered with Crypto.com for a while now, and I have a very good relationship with them. I use their app all the time, and I use their card quite often. I have it set up to pay for my Netflix and my Spotify, and I get 100% rebates on those through Crypto.com. They pay me back in CRO, which I can use I can save the CRO or I can trade it for other cryptos. Great stuff. Ledger Nano, Trezor, hardware wallets. I highly encourage you to use hardware wallets to store your crypto. If those dastardly hackers that hacked the Colonial Pipeline had put their crypto in a hardware wallet, then it wouldn't have been able to have been recovered by the FBI, right? So pretty careless hackers, but they were dealing with large amounts, and it is tricky when you're dealing with such large amounts. I think they chose to put it on some sort of, I don't know, it's like a temporary server before they dispersed it somewhere else, and then they screwed up and put it on. Probably a honeypot. That's my... Anyway, I'm getting off topic. So we've got a bunch of CoinTracker for your taxes, NordVPN if you want a stable virtual private network, and then some cryptocurrency exchanges here. And I'm going to go into Binance US. I did some stuff on Binance US on Saturday and ran into some issues. We're going to see if we can get through those. And then there's my email. If I don't answer your question in the live stream, shoot me an email. I'll do my best to keep up with those. And then I've got links to the stories. All right. So where was I? I had talked the other night about Google Authenticator. Okay. So if you have Google Authenticator, wherever it is, these are your two-factor authentications for all of your high security accounts, right? And I highly recommend that if an account supports two-factor authentication, you should use it, right? There's Google Authenticator, and then there's also Authy. My experience with Authy over the years was that not every cryptocurrency exchange supported Authy. Maybe that's changing now, but I'm pretty comfortable with the way Google Authenticator works. So I use that. Authy had like BTC's up again. Cool. Authy has a backup feature, and now Google Authenticator has a backup feature, right? First off, don't lose your phone, right? We need to be responsible people. Don't lose it. Don't break it. Don't misplace it. No, you got to be rigorous in your life, right? I keep my phone with me wherever I go, and I try not to lose it. I don't break it. I don't use a case on my phone. There's a word for what they're in the tech. The same word that they use for not wearing underwear. I forget what it is, right? Freelance, Freebird, whatever. I don't use a case. I don't use anything on the front, and I take care of my phone. I carry it with me. I have not dropped it and broken it in several years now. So just take good care of your phone. That's it, number one. Number two, you can back your Google Authenticator up using the export feature, right? When you hit this export feature, you can export your accounts 10 at a time. And when you hit the little export down there at the bottom, you are going to get a screenshot. And then I told you guys on Saturday you should back it up. There were a few people, JDO being one of them, mentioning that this is a little bit insecure. And yes, it is. You have to be careful when you back these things up. And my suggestion was to use Windows Screenshot. But I forgot to sort of lay out for you that you should be... I'm using a piece of software that shares my phone on my computer screen with you guys. And I forgot to sort of like call attention to that. And the name of the software is XMirage. So if you... and it's not that expensive. Or it's Mirage X, right? XMirage. Oh, it is XMirage, right? So you can download this software, and it's not expensive at all. And I've been using it for years. $20, right? And you can use it to share the phone screen on your computer screen, which will allow you to do a Windows screen capture of your phone, right? And as I mentioned, when you do this Windows screen capture, it goes into a particular folder in your computer, in your pictures folder. Wherever it is. Screenshots, right? Now, once you have captured that QR code, and it will hold 10 of your accounts, then you want to move them over to a backup drive, like a flash drive or something of that nature, and then delete the original, right, from your computer. You don't want those QR codes just be laying around on your computer, right? So you want to put them on a flash drive and keep them in a safe place separate from your computer. You might even take that extra step of encrypting that flash drive. I have a video on encrypting flash drives. which you might want to check out. Okay, yeah, I think we can do that here. What's the name of it? Doggone it. It is called, come on, show me. VeraCrypt. There. Yeah. So I have a video on how you encrypt flash drives if you would like to do that after you copy your QR codes over there. So I just wanted to point that out. You should keep your phone safe. It is because when you lose access to that phone, you lose access to Google Authenticator, and then you're all kinds of screwed when you try to log into your accounts, right? Then I do also have a video on what to do if you lose your phone. It's actually my most watched video of all time, right? And it's basic. It just shows you a few basic things you can do to recover your accounts, and you have to do them manually, one at a time, right? So, so I get a lot of people. They're like, "Well, what do I do if I just lose my phone?" Well, this is it, right? So anyway, I wanted to cover that. All right, so yeah, it's a great way. Let's do this. It's a great way to back up your codes, right? Which flash drives do I recommend? I've been always been a big believer in Sandisk. Where did I put that darn thing? Let me see if I can. Here's one. I don't know where I've got that new one, but this is a. I think this one's pretty cool. This is it's a Sandisk, and it's reversible, right? You've got the USB 3, and then on the other side you've got the USB-C. So I think this is a really cool one. Let's see. I should get an affiliate with them. Let's see, here we go. Sandisk, USB flash drives. Where is that good thing? Yeah, this guy. Dual drive Lux USB-C. I like this thing. Interestingly enough, you can get 1 terabyte versions of these that are reasonable. So if you wanted to, like, say, run Linux from a flash drive, something like that, like an anonymous version of Linux, then you could run it right from a 1 terabyte flash drive, and and it's a reasonable data rate too. So it wouldn't be as slow as maybe the older flash drives, right? So like, get yourself a nice new shiny flash drive from Sandisk. I've been using these guys for years, right? All right, so let's dive into Ledger Live. The first thing I wanted to do was point out that you can hide your accounts. Now, this isn't going to totally hide your account, but it's going to do a pretty good job of it. So I have my device here, and I have it attached, and the camera, and the PIN has been entered. William May, it's good to have you. Thanks for the tip. Thanks for the congrats, right? So what I would like to demo for you guys today, yeah, I need a new cable. I just realized if I just got a USB cable, then because I have a USB, like a little port over here that I could use. Anyway, all right, let's get this thing going. Let's get this thing. All right, I'm going to talk a little bit about third-party wallets too. Actually, let's move it back a little. There we go. Okay. let's get out of this. All right, so I have my Ledger device attached. Now, and I've got an account here at the top that's got some Bitcoin in it. And, you know, it's about $4,000 worth of Bitcoin, right? I would rather not that if I have friends over and I'm going to explain about what Bitcoin is and everything, I don't really want them to see that I've got $4,000 worth of Bitcoin right there, right? Now, some people may have more. You might have a couple of Bitcoins in here, and you want to explain it to your relatives or friends or whatever, and you sit down at your computer and they see, oh, Jesus, he's got like $28,000 worth of crypto on his computer. And, you know, that's like a little bit insecure, right? Or if you're like me and you do a live stream, you don't really want, you know, it's like people say, oh, geez, man, this guy's got, you know, 20 grand worth of Bitcoin on here. So what we're going to do is we're going to hide this Bitcoin. How are we going to hide it, right? I'm going to add a new account, and it's going to be a Bitcoin account. Now, bear with me because I've done this several times. I have a lot of old accounts, and they're going to show up, so it might take a few minutes for it all to scan through. Most of these are all empty. So what you may have noticed, and I'll show you on this account that I'm using here, this one that's behind here, this Bitcoin main. Okay, looks like, oh, that was easy. That was quick. All right, so we're going to add this new account. And I'm just going to call it new. All right. Actually, let's call it hidden. Just for demo's sake, right? Because it's not going to matter once we take it out. All right, so we've created this new account, right? And it's called Bitcoin Hidden, right? Now, we're going to receive some Bitcoin into it. Let's hit receive. We'll hit continue. And my device should show the address, right? This is a fail-safe, right? The address is showing on the device and on my computer screen. Let's copy this into our clipboard. And then let's go ahead and just navigate with the metal button over to the approve. And then we'll hit both buttons, right? I'll make that kind of go away. But I got it in my clipboard, right? So now let's go back over to this main account. What I wanted to point out about main is that it is Bitcoin has moved in and out of it freely. And what we have done whenever we move Bitcoin out of a wallet, we expose the public key to the internet. Now, this is not really insecure, but it is more secure when you have a wallet that has never sent Bitcoin out, because then the public key has not been exposed. Now, a lot of people say, oh, well, wait a minute, when you create a Bitcoin account and you create a receiving address, haven't you exposed the public key? And no, you haven't. You've only exposed one receiving address, which is not the actual public key. So you're a little bit removed from the public key. I know that some of you are like, what the hell is he talking about, public, private? But let's just talk about how we're going to manage these accounts. I'm going to send some Bitcoin. So we'll hit send, and we'll paste in the address of that new account that we just created. We'll hit continue here, and let's do $4,000 worth of Bitcoin. Actually, let's just do 0.1 Bitcoin. Let's do it that way. All right, we'll do that 0.1 Bitcoin. And now the interface here has changed a little bit, right? So we've got slow, medium, and fast. And the difference is in sats, not a big deal. I just tend to leave it at its default, right? But it is going to cost us a little bit of Bitcoin. The very first question on the live stream was, how come it costs so much? How come Ledger charges such high fees? Ledger does not charge high fees. Ledger does, the Bitcoin network is charging these fees. And if you're using any of their swap features, that's not Ledger. That is a couple of other third-party companies, which I will talk about in a second. Ledger does not charge you fees at all, right? So these fees are being charged on the Bitcoin network. Let's hit continue here. Let's hit continue one more time. Now, this is an outgoing transaction. So we're going to have to review that and authorize it, right? 0.1 Bitcoin. There's the address. And then I just hit accept. And then I have to confirm that those Bitcoin network fees, right, which are pretty small. Accept and send. And there we go. Right, and then I'm just going to turn this camera off for a second. Right, it takes it a minute to actually go through. You can see the transaction down here. And there it goes, right? So now we've just got about 335 left in the account. Let's go back over to this new account that we created, Bitcoin Hidden. And we should actually see it come in pretty quick, right? It's not that I'm moving it from my wallet, you know, from one wallet within mine. I'm actually moving it on the Bitcoin blockchain, right? It went out there on the blockchain. I have two addresses that I created on the Bitcoin blockchain. When I created that new account there, we just created an account out there on the Bitcoin blockchain that has a public and a private key, right? Now, when I created that when I generated the Bitcoin receiving address, that is not the public key. Let's just quickly show you guys what I'm talking about here. Bitcoin mastering. Bitcoin mastering. Bitcoin there. This. I want to show you this really quick. Keys and addresses, right? This is the crux of the biscuit right here. The private key is that really long number that gets created when you initialize a Bitcoin wallet. That's the private key. And that never leaves this guy. Never, right? It stays on here. Using a bunch of math, it goes green and creates this public key, right? And then it uses a bunch of more math when you create that Bitcoin address. So just by creating a Bitcoin address, you're not exposing the public key. Notice this little black arrow with the stop sign going through it. This means that by virtue of knowing the Bitcoin receiving address, you cannot derive the public key. Mathematically, cryptographically, we won't use the word impossible. We'll say unfeasible or something of that nature, right? Cryptographically, there's a better word for it, but undoable. It's not, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not feasible. I think I already said that, right? It would take too long mathematically to actually do this by brute force, right? Years, thousands of years, right? Now, people talk about quantum computers and blah, 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 blah. We may have quantum computers that could actually maybe crack this thing backwards, right? But, so if you have exposed your public key, notice that there is an impossible mathematical function to find that private key, which is access to your wallet, right? So instead of letting when you send Bitcoin out of a wallet, you expose the public key has to sign the transaction. So the public key of the wallet is out there on the internet. So you've got an impossible function to find the private key. Well, why only give them one impossible function? Give them two, right? You've only exposed the Bitcoin address. So now they have to do two impossible things. How many impossible things have you done today, right? Make them go through two impossible transformations in order to find your private key. So now I have a Bitcoin wallet that has only received Bitcoin. Very secure. Not only that, I'm going to delete this thing. Boom, gone. Pow. Right. Did I just delete the Bitcoin? No. It's still, the private key is still on this device. Safe and sound. I can always do add account to get it back if I want. Right? Simple. You saw me just do it a second ago. Right? It's going to scan my device for any existing wallets. And lo and behold, it's going to find that existing Bitcoin account. In a second, there it is, right? 0.1 Bitcoin. I can always go at it again. All I need to do is connect my device, right? But why, right? It's how long was that? 10 seconds? 15 seconds? Just let it hide there, right? It's not really that hidden, but it is hidden from view, right? So you got a pile of money, right? Why just keep it on your desk, right? Put it on your drawer. Or you've got a safe in your house. Why are you going to have it in your living room? No, you want it in a closet somewhere hidden. May not be hidden from the most determined of thieves, but it's not just out in the open, right? All the rich people have safes behind those pictures in their studies, right? Of course, if you were a cat burglar, you'd probably be the first place you'd look, behind the picture. But all I'm saying is, why keep it out in the open when you can easily keep it hidden, right? From the most casual of prying eyes, right? So now when I sit down with cousin Vinny and show him how Bitcoin works, he'll say, oh, that dude only's got $300 worth of Bitcoin. He's not worth it, right? Anyway, I just wanted to point that out. William May is here. Yes, so there's a lot of possibilities. You want to keep your private key safe. And the best way to keep your private key safe is to create a wallet and only send Bitcoin into it, right? We've talked about this before. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. I don't know. Now, what was the next thing I wanted to talk about today? Let's go over here. I'm hoping to win Buddy Love's heart if he watches this later, because we are going to talk about, let's go here. All right, Ledger Live, hiding accounts. Oh, MetaMask, right? I'm going to import my MetaMask into a different browser, right? And the reason, you might want to just do this for whatever reason. I don't know. But I'm doing it for a specific purpose today, this afternoon. Let's go over to my wallet. Now, I have a MetaMask wallet that I can use to play around in PancakeSwap. That's all well and good. I have my MetaMask set up for the Binance Smart Chain over here in the corner. Right, you'll notice the network is not Ethereum, right? It is Binance Smart Chain. And we're going to do that when I get the new wallet set up over in Opera, right? So I have this guy here. Now, notice what I can do here. I can go up here to these three dots, and I can say account details. And then I can export the private key, right? And I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do it off screen so you guys don't see my private key. All right, but I just click this button, and it's going to give me a really long number, which I will put over in a text file. All right, so just let me handle that real quick. Let's see, let's do this. Okay. All right, so let's do, whoops, what did I do? Oh, view account details. Okay, here we go. Export private key. All right, and I need I'm going to have to put in the password of MetaMask. All right, and there, I got it. All right, so I got that private key. I'm going to copy it into my clipboard. All right, and I'm going to put it over here in a text file. All right, there. Okay. All right, I got that done. Oof. Yeah, it's really dicey when I'm doing this kind of stuff live because like actually, let's just do this. When I'm recording stuff, I can always blur and edit and all that. So I have to be really careful when I'm doing this stuff live and make sure that I don't reveal any private keys. But okay. All right, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. All right, so we did that. Okay. Now we're going to go over here to Opera, and I looked up MetaMask, and this is the MetaMask homepage. And what we want to do is we want to add this to Opera. Why am I doing this? Because Opera has a built-in VPN, so we'll get there, right? Let's just suffice it to say that I want to put MetaMask in my Opera browser. So let's hit install. And we can, I guess, Opera is Chromium based, right? So we can add it. We're going to add the extension. All right, it's going to take it a sec here. Okay, there we go. All right, so I got this going. Right now, I want to create a wallet. I need a piece of blank paper. Doggone it. Which I can do here in a real quick, because I need to write these words down real quick. So I'm going to do that off screen too, if you guys don't mind, so you guys don't see my key. Import wallet. Okay. Actually, come on. All right, so when we import wallet, we say, I agree. Help us improve MetaMask. Okay. I'm creating a wallet, right? Let me just hit I agree. Oh, okay. Oh, it says import recovery phrase. All right. Now, we don't have a recovery phrase. We have a private key. So I don't have a recovery phrase. I'm going to use a different recovery phrase and then import the private key of that particular wallet. All right, so we're going to go create a wallet. So we'll do that. I'll do that off screen. I agree. It wants me to create a password. Mm-hmm. Damn it. Okay. Got that. I have read. Okay. All right. What is it telling me to do here? Oh, okay. All right, so now it wants me to do the recovery phrase, right? I'm going to reveal it. I'm going to write it down real quick. There's another thing that I can usually edit out when I'm recording, but I'm doing this live. And okay. And then I have to number them. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to hit next here. And they want me to click each word in order, which I will do here. I've got some videos on doing this, so I invite you to check those out. I don't usually do this kind of stuff on the live stream, but I'm gonna just get this done. Okay. All right. I did it. All right, so let's hit all done. Okay. Okay, well, whatever. The ledger support, blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right, we're done. Now. Whew. Well, that wasn't easy, was it? Okay. This is the main account, right? But what I want is that that other one that we just exported, right? So now that we've got this guy, Can I do this? Is it going to let me do that? I guess not. Okay. Anyway, you guys can see what I'm doing over here. Or can you? No. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm just trying to keep an eye on my live stream. Come on. What is going on here? Oof. Okay. There. Now I can see that I'm here and that this is that. All right. So now, actually, I prefer to kind of use MetaMask over here. But that's okay. We'll use it full screen for right now. I'm going to go up here, and now what I want to do is import an account. And I'm going to use private key, right? They give me private key or JSON. I'm going to do private key. So I'm going to paste in that private key that we exported from my Chrome browser. All right, so I'm going to have to go off screen again. Please don't. Okay. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Okay. It's like you have to be so careful. Okay. Oh, it didn't expose it when I did that. Okay. So we'll hit import. Boom, there it is. Okay. Whew. All right, so we got it. We got the account. Now what we need to do is set up Binance Smart Chain. So we can handle that. I can do that too. Binance Smart Chain MetaMask. There's a guide here somewhere. Okay, there we go. All right, so here we go. We need these settings right here. All right, here's our URL. Actually, let's put this over in Opera in another tab. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the URL here, and then 56 BNB and BSC scan, right? So let's see if we can get that done. We're going to go here. We're going to go to networks. We're going to say add network. We're going to call this one Binance. Whoops. Binance Smart Chain. Come on. There we go. All right. There's our URL. Our chain ID is 56. The currency symbol is BNB, which is optional. And the Block Explorer URL is this. Let's put that in there. Okay. Now we'll hit save. All right. Now we can go back here. And lo and behold, look what we've done. We've managed to recreate that wallet. But notice it doesn't see any of the tokens, right? So like I can hit, first of all, we need to go over to Binance Smart Chain. Explorer. And I can do all this later. It's not a big deal. But we can go cake. All right, PancakeSwap. We can grab that contract address. Let's go over here. Let's hit add token. We'll paste in that contract address. It auto fills the other two. This is next. And lo and behold, there's that cake balance, right? So now I've got those two in there. But we're in good shape. Now, let's go to PancakeSwap. Home PancakeSwap. PancakeSwap Finance. Let's go ahead and connect that wallet using MetaMask. And, oh, it's kind of funky looking over here, but that's okay. We want to use account 2. We'll hit connect. And now when we go to the exchange, okay, we got to connect again. Okay, that's okay. Say yes again. And boom, there we go. Now you can see the wallet and the balance, and we're all in good shape. So are you guys still with me? Can you get a link to the page that I'm looking at right now? Of course, PancakeSwap. Right, and that other one, Binance Smart Chain. The setup guide and the Binance Smart Chain Explorer. And you guys are good to go. All right. Now, what I wanted to demo for you guys was Binance Bridge, which you can't use unless you've got a VPN, right? So if we go back over to Chrome and we hit convert, it takes us here and it's like, oh God, we don't like you because you're in the US. All right. So I can't use this nifty feature that allows me to convert. Right, so let's go over to Opera. Right, we've got everything going on Opera. Let me just get rid of this stuff here. We don't need that. Right, this we're good here. Let's change this to dark. I don't like. Where is it? Here. Oh yeah, I like this better. Okay. All right. Now let's go to Bridge. Now, also notice it says VPN up here. Like you go into your settings and they've got VPN. You can hit enable in settings and you can enable the VPN from within Opera. Pretty cool. Oh, somebody's trying to spam. Aloha, Scott, it's good to have you here. How do you bridge assets off of BSC? Okay, we'll talk about that. So let's start with, we're going to get something moving. We're going to start with a deposit from my Bitcoin wallet. So we've got Bitcoin in the wallet over here, about 300 bucks worth of Bitcoin. We're going to move that into PancakeSwap. But PancakeSwap does not use regular Bitcoin. It uses this other thing called Binance Pegged Bitcoin, which is BTCB. So we need to get our Bitcoin converted. So we're going to use the bridge to do that, right? So let's hit convert ERC20 to BEP20, and it's going to take us over to Binance Bridge. Okay, there we go. Now, notice the VPN over here in the corner. I can click here and switch my locations. So it does optimal location. If you're in the US, it'll probably give you like a US. So you need to switch to Asia or Europe. Right? So we got it on Europe. So it didn't bump me out, right? It didn't say, oh, you're in the US. So now we can use Binance Bridge. So I've got some videos on how you cash out of PancakeSwap if you're in the US. So I would suggest that's the easiest way. Let's go back to content here. All right. Cash out. And then I have this other video which how to, this is in withdraw. Okay, this is withdraw. Okay. But today we're going to do a deposit. So, but let's go back into our Opera here. And we can go either way, right? We can go from the Binance Smart Chain out if I had some Tether in here. But we're going to go the other way. We're going to bring it from the network into our Binance Smart Chain. So we're going to do Bitcoin first. That's probably the only one we're going to do. Right, so we're coming from Bitcoin to Binance Smart Chain. And now we need to connect our wallet. So we're going to hit connect here. We're going to choose MetaMask. We've got our MetaMask active right now. And we want to connect it to account number 2, which is that account that we're using for the Binance Smart Chain. All right, and there it sees it. So now we're good. See, it says we're connected. All right, so we're going to put, and let's see, what are we doing? We're doing from Bitcoin to that, all right? So let's go back to Bitcoin, all right? So we're coming from a Bitcoin wallet into our Binance Smart Chain, and it's going to become this guy, Binance pegged Bitcoin. All right, so let's do that. Let's, how much are we going to do? Let's take a look over here. How much do we have? 0.008 is okay with me. So let's do that. There may be a minimum. Let's find out. I hope that we have enough. 0.008. Okay, it's going to allow that. Right? And it's coming into our Binance Smart Chain wallet. And so we're setting up the request. All right, I'm going to send the tokens from my own wallet. All right, so it says, okay, so here's what you want to do, Rex. You are telling me that you want to move 8008 BTC from your wallet into your Binance Smart Chain wallet, right? Fees are free, right? I am going to have to pay outgoing fees when I move it out of my wallet. That's why I didn't move it all. Let's hit confirm. All right, now I have to send my Bitcoin to this address. Easy peasy. Let's go over here. Let's go to Bitcoin main. Let's hit send. They used to have send. You have to hit manage and then send. All right, there's the address. Okay. And how much? 0.008. You have to make sure it's the right amount and that you have enough left over in the wallet to pay your fees. Right? My fees are going to cost me $2 on my end. $2 worth of Bitcoin. Let's hit continue. Let's hit continue again. And then all we need to do now is, I hope I'm showing you this thing. Okay. Yeah, all we need to do now is verify the outgoing transaction with our device. Right? Review output. Amount 0.008. We're sending it to this address. Right? Let's double check. Right? LCKS at the end. LCKS at the end. 15 NL at the beginning. Looks good to me. Right? Accept. And then we got to pay the Bitcoin network fees. Right? So we're going to hit fees. Hit the metal button one more time. Accept and send. Hit both buttons. And that's it. We did it. Now, it might take a bit, right? But that's okay. I can hit view details, and then it's going to launch. What is it going to launch in? In BAT, my Brave browser. That's fine. All right. It's done, right? We did it. So it's off it goes on the blockchain. Let's go back over to Opera. And now this little window right here is pretty soon, God willing, is going to see that I have initiated the transaction on the Bitcoin network. And it will basically, it's going to, it'll indicate that it sees the incoming Bitcoin and that there'll be confirmations. And then after a while, it will actually be converted into Binance pegged Bitcoin. What's really going on is that Binance.com is handling this, right? But I'm not signed into Binance.com, but in the, under the hood, it's actually it's getting deposited in Binance, and Binance is like swapping it and then converting it for me and sending it into this wallet. It's kind of weird. And that's probably why they don't like people in the US doing this. All right. So we'll just kind of keep an eye on that, and I will kind of see what you guys are asking me here. Fees, and more fees. Yeah, it cost me $2 just to get the Bitcoin into this wallet, which isn't bad, really, considering. Now, if you are in PancakeSwap and then you're like sending things out from PancakeSwap, then your fees are a bit higher. You remember, this is incoming that we're doing now, but when you do an outgoing, they do charge you a little bit, depending on the crypto. If you check out this video that I linked, boobity boo. I guess it's doop 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 doo. Binance Bridge. This guy, we do BTC, ETH, ADA, DOT, and Band. Band is dirt cheap, right? If you want to withdraw from Binance Smart Chain using Band network, it's dirt cheap. It's just the fee is like 0.0001 Band. It's pretty good, right? I invite you to. I link this video here. There's a guy that looks like me saying, contact me on WhatsApp. No, it's not me. Pliny, pinned by the CryptoDad. Okay. All right. Not. Okay. So we'll wait on that, and I'll see what people are asking here. By the way, thank you everyone for joining me at kind of an odd time, right? The market's doing good today. Let's see what crypto.com has to say about it. Oh, it's back down to 39. It's back under 40. It said 41 there for a second. But sometimes the alerts that I get are like old. Okay. All right. All right. Hi Rex, back fix my ledger issue that I mentioned the other day. Needed to do a complete uninstall and clean reinstall the ledger live and use a Windows PC to update the firmware. Right. Yeah. Sometimes you're just dealing with technology, right? So yeah, sometimes you gotta like reinstall, restore your ledger, reinstall a ledger live, do all kinds of crazy stuff to sort of clear things out, right? Opera VPN for Binance Bridge, and then third-party wallets that use Ledger Nano devices. Yeah, while we're on that subject, I had a very nice gentleman who was asking me about the Avalanche wallet, and he was telling me that it wasn't connecting to his Ledger device anymore. So he was experiencing issues connecting with this third-party wallet. So in his original email, the first thing he said was something about Ledger Live is telling me that, oh, God. Okay. Okay. I thought we handled that. I'm working, so supposedly. I'm just going to let the dispatcher handle that one. All right. So he was having some issues with this. And the first thing he said was, well, Ledger Live is telling me that it's stuck in bootloader mode or something like that. And so I told him, okay, if you're using a third-party wallet and you're in Ledger Manager, right? So the first thing you need to do, if you want to use this Avalanche wallet, is you need to go into Ledger Manager and install the app. Right? And so I have the Avalanche app on here already. right? I installed it. But if you leave Ledger Manager running and if you leave Ledger Live running and you're in Manager, it's going to cause all kinds of havoc when you try to connect over here, right? So the first thing you want to do when you're dealing with third-party wallets is quit Ledger Live. Ledger, especially if you're in the Manager. What I usually just go over to accounts, and then it doesn't really interfere, because when you're in Manager, Ledger Live is seeking hardware connection to your device. So if you just install an app like Avalanche and then you run over here and try to connect in the third-party wallet, it's going to cause havoc because you're still in Manager. So, I don't think the guides give you that one important step. They don't say, okay, now that you've installed the app, quit Ledger Live. I think a lot of people leave Ledger Live open and they're still in the Manager. It's going to cause problems, right? But I'm just going to move over to accounts, because when I'm in accounts, then Ledger Live is not seeking access to my device, right? So let's go down here. Now, we need to connect our Ledger device to this wallet, right? First of all, we need to be in the app, right? So if you're going to use a third-party wallet, you definitely need to launch the app first before you start messing around in the browser, right? In fact, I'm just going to move this guy down here because the connection box is going to be at the top left, right? So I'm going to enter the Avalanche app. I'm in the app, right? Now I'm going to say access wallet. Let's do access wallet. How do I want to do it? I want to use my Ledger, right? And now I should see, and it probably is not going to do it. Yeah, see, it's not working, right? I'm not seeing, and this is going to time out eventually, right? What I need to see up in the corner is that connection dialog. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. It's asking, it skipped the connect box. So because I've done it before, right? So, but let's just, my device wants me to do something, right? It's not clear. It doesn't say, it says, please confirm these actions on your Ledger device. So we're going to use this metal button to go all the way over to accept. I'm going to hit both buttons, right? Now it wants me to do it again, right? So I'm going to do it again, all the way to accept, and I'll hit both buttons. So we skipped the connection box. Usually the browser up in the corner says you need to connect to your Ledger to your browser. And I guess some people have issues with that, right? Of course, this is an empty wallet, but let's see if I can do that whole spiel again. Let's try that. Let's go to, I think I may have not have it in there. Crypto. Oh, come on. What are you doing? Oh, wrong browser. Okay. Oh, I guess I never put it in there. Okay. Let's just try it. Avalanche wallet. Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. All right, now let's see what's. Let's try it in a different browser, and I want to show you the whole. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, access wallet, Ledger. There, that's the connect window, right? You have to hit Ledger Nano X, hit connect. Now you see it's showing me those same things on my wallet or on the device, right? Accept. And then one more time, accept. There we go. Now I can copy this into my clipboard and go withdraw Avalanche if I buy it somewhere. Right? Let's try a different wallet. let's log out. Keep it clean. Right, let's go over to, whoops, I keep doing that. Let's try the Solana wallet. Now, I need to get out. And we need to go over to Solana. Right? We use the Solana app. Now we'll do the same thing. Access wallet. Use Ledger Nano S or X. Access wallet. Select derivation path. I'll just use the recommended. And then I'll use the root account, which I've used before. I believe you can choose whatever account you want. Access. Are we going to get the connect window? Oh, no, I think the browser has already managed to connect to my device, so I didn't get that connect window. Public key, approve, right? In this case, I only had to do it once, and I'm connected to the Solana wallet. So connecting your device to third-party wallets is not that difficult, but you have to keep it clean, right? Quit Ledger, and then sometimes you need to like quit the browser, refresh, go, start over sometimes, and always be in the app, corresponding app already in your device before you start the whole connection process. Because like if you try to take that step and it's like, oh, I'm looking for your Ledger, and then you're like, oh, I'm not in the app yet, and you go into the app, then things are already kind of gummed up, right? So download the app, install the app, launch the app, then go over to the quit Ledger Live, then go to the third-party app. Let's see what's happening over with this guy. Oh, we're still waiting. It probably not going to come, and you guys are going to, oh my God, he lost $300 worth of Bitcoin. 0.008 Bitcoin. It'll come eventually, right? We just have to be patient. Sometimes it takes 30 minutes. Sometimes it takes a while, like an hour or two. But you just have to be patient, right? I can look at this address here, 159, and then I can go back over to my Ledger Live, go to Bitcoin main, and then go to that outgoing transaction and just double check that address, right? 15NQLX, 15NLQX, right? And then I can even go to view and explore and see that it's still unconfirmed, right? It's taking a while. While we're waiting for that, why don't we go back over to Binance US? Binance US. Oh, Binance. Yes. Okay. Am I in it or am I not in it? Why is it like acting weird? Oh, it's because I'm in support. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let's go here. Hope I didn't reveal it. Oh, okay. I need to log in. Binance US. Try again in 3 seconds. See? Binance US just giving me all kinds of hell lately. I don't know why. Okay. Bitcoin's back over 40. All right, I don't need this camera on anymore. Jesus. Seriously. Okay. Let me in. Yes. Okay. I did a transfer from Coinbase Pro of 0.3 Bitcoin, 0.03 whatever it was. Where is it? Deposit crypto. 0.003 Bitcoin, and it just confirmed like 2 minutes before I started the live stream. Almost 48 hours it took for the Bitcoin to go from Coinbase Pro into my Binance US account. Coinbase Pro said that it was done on Saturday night. And when I, confirmed, but it took it like 2 days to show up in my Binance US account. Crazy, isn't it? All right, so, and then when I tried to withdraw my Solana on Saturday night, I got an error message saying something about, I forget what it was, risk management or something. First of all, let's go ahead. We want to buy some more Solana, right? And the only trading pairs for Solana are US dollar and US Tether, right? And I have some Bitcoin that just came in, and I want to convert that to Solana. So let's trade my Bitcoin for Tether first. All right, well, I'm going to do a market. I'm going to do sell 100% of my Bitcoin for Tether. Market order happened right away. Let's go back to our balances. So we got Tether now. So let's go to Solana. Let's do Solana Tether. And this time we're going to go to market again and buy 100% of Solana with our available Tether. It may not work. It did. Okay. Sometimes when you max it, it doesn't for whatever reason. Maybe you didn't leave enough to pay the fees or whatever. We don't know. All right, so there we go. Now we've got Solana, and we would like to put it in our Solana wallet. Now remember, the last time I tried to withdraw it, I got this weird error message from them saying something about risk management, due to risk management. So I contacted them, and I'll try not to reveal too much. Binance US. Okay, here we go. That's not it. Oh, here it is. Coulter sent me an email. He's like, when adding a debit card to your account, our payment provider will place a 7-day authentication period on all newly added cards. However, after the 7th day, you should be able to see the card added to your account and make a deposit. Please note that if you have made any deposits recently by debit card, your funds may be reserved by your bank and returned to your account after the 7th day. This has nothing to do with what I was trying to do. I told him, I'm getting a message that says withdrawal suspended due to risk management. I have tried to withdraw Solana to an external wallet. I've had this account for a long time and have not done anything out of the ordinary. I have made many withdrawals in the past. Why am I getting this message? This has nothing to do with that. I didn't say anything about adding a debit card. I'm not trying to withdraw cash to an account. I'm simply trying to withdraw Solana to my own wallet. And in addition to that, I have not added a debit card in the last 7 days. So why is he even, doesn't he know that? Can't he see my account? He's Binance US support. So why is he telling me that it's something to do with I just added a debit card in this last 7 days? I have not. I've had a debit card added to this account for months. So why is is he just making up excuses in his mind? Off the top of his head and hoping that I'll be satisfied with that? It's ridiculous. So anyway, we're going to try to do our withdrawal. As I mentioned on Saturday night, sometimes just wait 24 hours and it works. So we'll see. Such bad support. Yeah, I'm just like, what? I mean, okay, thank you for getting back to me, but it's like, did you even look at my account? Did you even look at what I was asking you? Did you read what I asked you? And did you check it in my account? Anyway, I'm done bashing them, right? But this is their support, right? So I went to Binance support and I said, what did I say? Oh, I think I went like this. Yeah. Submit a request, right? Now, a lot of people, I don't know what they do. Maybe they find an email somewhere and they try to email somebody at Binance US. That never works. You have to do this. You have to go submit a request. And then, you give them your ID and your name and everything, and you explain what it is you're doing, and you submit, right? And then they'll come back with an excuse that has nothing to do with your request. Okay. All right, so let's try to withdraw that Solana now. I thought that maybe I had like made some trades too quick or whatever, and they were like, oh, it's like, what's he doing? He's depositing and withdrawing within a few minutes. That looks suspicious. I don't know. So, but let's go over to our Solana wallet. Let's copy that address into our clipboard. Let's go back over to our Binance US account. Let's attempt a withdrawal. Paste in that Solana address. I'm going to take it all out. They're not charging me a whole heck of a lot. Let's hit submit. Let's put in our Google Authenticator for our Binance US account. And see what happens. Oh, it worked. See? Sometimes just like wait a 24-hour period and everything works out. Wrong email. Let's go back here. Binance US. Now I need to confirm that. They just sent me an email. I'm done. Withdrawal submitted. So now I don't have to give, who was it? Coulter a snarky response, right? Because the problem resolved itself. I knew that it would, because it didn't make any sense that they would suspend my withdrawals due to risk management. It just didn't make any sense. All right, let's go over to the Solana wallet and wait and see if our it goes up. How much should we? All right, we did that. Okay, let's do this. Withdrawal this time. We want to see our withdrawal. There it is, processing out. 9.6 Solana. Might be a while. Why don't we see what's going on over here? Hey, look at that. All right, so this was what we were doing earlier. I sent 0.008 Bitcoin into my Binance Smart Chain wallet, right? So you can see that it has confirmed on the Bitcoin blockchain, and now we're waiting for the conversion, right? You could even go over here and kind of look. See, there's BTCB. It still says 0, right? So we're still waiting on that. Notice that it sees my tether already too, even though the tether isn't showing up in MetaMask, right? But we can fix that, right? Let's go over to USDT, Binance Peg Tether, wherever it is. There it is, Binance Peg Tether. There's the contract address. Let's go back over here to MetaMask. Let's hit add token, paste in that contract address. Whoops. What am I doing here? Is it just me? No, it's just me. US dollar tether. Next. Boom. There's those 28 tether tokens. There they are. All right. So just because you don't see them in the wallet doesn't mean they're not there. And what do you want? Actually, exactly why you need cold storage. Wonder what that means, risk management. Yeah, that's a good question. Oh, you're talking about them. Yeah, they are clueless. It's just hilarious, actually. It isn't risky to keep it on Binance and not in the ledger for 24 hours. Yeah, you're always, when someone else has custody of your crypto, it's always, considered risky in the sense that it's not your keys, not your coins, right? So, but you need exchanges. They're a part of life, right? I needed that exchange in order to swap, to buy the Solana, right? I needed Solana. They had it. I had some Bitcoin that I moved in there and I swapped over for Solana, right? So I need the exchange. Is it safe to leave it there for 24 hours? Relatively so, reasonably so, right? I trust them. It was kind of weird that it took 48 hours for the Bitcoin to go from Coinbase Pro to Binance US, or it took Binance US a day or 48 hours to, confirm it, because they saw it. They saw it coming in on Saturday night when I looked at my deposits. I could see this 0.3 Bitcoin, and it said something like processing. It said processing for 48 hours. Right. But yeah, is it safe to leave your assets on exchanges? Relatively so. We prefer to keep them in our own wallet, which is why after I made that trade, I immediately moved the Solana out. Let's see if it's over here. There it is. See? It's now in the wallet. So now I've got my Solana in my own third party. I've got it in my wallet that is secured by the ledger, right? The private keys for the Solana are on this ledger device, right? Because we went to Ledger Live. I showed you the avalanche, but I didn't show you the Solana. Well, let's show you that. Solana, where are you? There. Right. So I went into Ledger Live. I installed the Solana app. It's on my device. You saw me navigate into it. Right. And so, but I can't see my Solana in Ledger Live. It doesn't work because it's not supported in Ledger Live. So don't get mad. Don't get butthurt. Just deal with it. Right. Solana is like a hot cryptocurrency. We want to get our hands on some. And we want to use, we want to put it in our own wallet. So we're going to use this Solflare wallet. You can create a wallet with like a key store file or, you know, a private key that you paste in every time you access the wallet. I guess you could do it that way. I prefer to use the ledger options, right? Whenever I can use my ledger to store my private key, I do so. So we did, what did we do? We did the Avalanche wallet. We did the Solflare wallet for our Solana, right? There are a lot of cryptocurrencies out there where I use third-party wallets, but I store the private keys on the ledger, right? Is there a way to get money back from a failed Uniswap transaction not including fees? Hey, Buddy's here. Buddy, you'd be so proud of me. We installed MetaMask in our Opera browser. Pretty cool. And then I went over to my PancakeSwap wallet. And I exported the private key of this wallet. Right? Pretty cool. And then we imported that same private key into this account too, right? We went to, you know, import account. We used private key. We created this second account. In fact, we can rename it. It's kind of messy. Can I do that? Where is it? Let's do BSC. BSC pancake. Come on, Rex. You can do it. There we go. Now it's a little cleaner. I don't know if it's the exact same name I had for it in Chrome. It doesn't matter. It's the same wallet, same private key. Right? And now we went, now that we're using our Opera VPN, I went over here and it's done. Right? We used Binance Bridge to transfer some Bitcoin into our Binance Smart Chain wallet. We should see it here. Where is it? I'm going to refresh this guy. There it is. 0.008 Binance Peg Bitcoin. Right? Do we see it in MetaMask? No. So let's go over here. What do we do? We have BTC. Binance Peg Bitcoin. Let's get the contract address of that. Let's go back over to MetaMask. Let's hit add token. Let's paste in that contract address. It autofills. There it is, 0.008 BTC. And it shows up in the wallet now, right? And we can use it on PancakeSwap to trade for stuff if we want. I'm sorry, I was looking at someone's question here when I was so happy Buddy showed up. Now you're one of the cool kids. uh, is there a way to get money back from a failed Uniswap transaction, not including fees? Usually it does come back when it's a failed transaction. I don't know. It depends on the type of transaction. I mean, if it's like a swap on Uniswap and it fails, then yes, you're obviously aware that you'll pay the gas fees, but the whatever you were swapping should still be in your wallet if the swap didn't go through in general. Unless, I don't know, you were staking or putting it in a liquidity pool or trying to get it out of a liquidity pool or trying to withdraw it from a staking pool, something of that nature. I don't know. Right? Now, interestingly enough, all the things that we were doing before over in Chrome, we can now do in Opera, right? Because we have the exact same wallet. We imported it. It's the same address, right? So why don't we play around with, there should be some, kebab near me, kebab tokens. Actually, let's just do kebab swap, right? That's what we're looking for. There we go. Okay, let's connect we're doing this in Opera. Let's hit connect. Use MetaMask. I don't know why this always goes off the side, but it does. That's okay. BSC Pancake Wallet, yes. Next, connect. Let's go to staking. I thought I had some kebab in this wallet already. That's weird. Ooh-doo-doo-doo-doo. Does it not see it? That's kind of weird. Kind of wondering what. Oh, it's still not connected. My bad. All right, so we need to connect we connected it from home, but then when we went to staking, it still doesn't see it. So we need to hit connect one more time and do the same thing we just did. It's kind of weird why it does that. I don't know. Let's hit that. Let's hit connect. All right, there. Now it sees my kebab. All right, and I've been staking this kebab since kebab was much higher. Earning interest, earning daily rewards in kebab, right? Which is all well and good, passive income, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It's not a liquidity pool, it's a single token staking pool, right? So it doesn't, I don't have to worry about impermanent loss. But all of those rewards that I was earning are now basically worthless, right? Because kebab is now only 40 cents. Used to be much, much higher. It was like $3 or $4 back then. But anyway, I'm just going to keep staking it, right? Why sell it now? Why take a loss? I mean, it wasn't rent money or anything like that. So I'm just going to leave it in there. I think I mentioned to you guys that I had tokens that were negative since 2017 that I sold earlier this year, right? That finally went positive after 3 years. So patience, play the long game. So I'm going to just hang on to this kebab and keep staking it. And I like to check on it every day because if I just let it earn rewards, these rewards will accumulate, but they won't be earning anything until I actually go in and hit compound. When I hit compound, it harvests the rewards and then restakes them all in one fell swoop. JDO, you were thinking, can you add gas to speed up the transaction? As long as the transaction has not canceled, then there is a way to do that in Uniswap. I can't really demonstrate it here because these went through really fast. And I haven't been able to make it work with Binance Smart Chain. Like they have that when you go to check the transaction. Okay. Like in activity, you have the option of it wouldn't be in this one, but you have the option. There's a button, like you're trying to make a swap, right? It's not working, or it's still pending. Go into activity. You'll see that it's still pending there. It'll have like a red thing that says pending, and then when you open it up, there'll be like a button that says speed up, which allows you to pay more gas to try to speed up the transaction. I can tell you though, if it's already been a day or two, I don't know that the speed up is going to help that much. It might. It just depends on what you're swapping, how busy it is, all that stuff, right? You can jack up your gas in the edit field before you actually commit the trade. So if you think it's a shaky trade that may not go through, like you're trying to get in on the ground floor and there's a lot of traffic, everybody's in that trade right now, then, pop up that gas to try to get yourself first in the queue, right? Because that's the way Ethereum miners work. I'm not sure how much that's going to change when they go over to Ethereum 2.0, once it becomes proof of work, proof of stake. But in proof of work, right, there's miners, there's Ethereum miners. You can up your gas fees after the fact, but that may not always work. And then sometimes when you see that it hasn't, when it's still pending, you can hit that cancel, but even that doesn't work sometimes. It's like it's gone too far. You just kind of have to wait for it to peter out. And then when it does, you'll get your tokens back, minus the gas fee. Yeah, so you should usually be able to go into MetaMask and see your attempted swap. It should still be an activity in your MetaMask wallet. But that would be over on the Ethereum side, right? The wallet is still named BSC Pancake. Notice that on the Ethereum side, there are no transactions, and it's showing a balance of ETH, right? So by switching networks, we're seeing completely different wallets, right? And let's see, let's go over to, what was that on my cheesecake? No, how do you spell cheese? Probably spelled it wrong. Oh, okay. Doesn't cheese have a Z? All right, let's hit unlock wallet here. We'll use MetaMask. PancakeSwap wallet, BSC Pancake, next. Connect. All right, there it is. I'm farming and staking, right? I've got a farm pool going that's got Cake and Binance US dollar in it, which is like way low. I think I put like 1,000 in it, or maybe, I don't know, maybe more. I don't know. But it's way down now because CC Cake is way down. But I just gave up. I'm just going to leave it in there because it is generating rewards. And then also I'm in a pool where it's a single token pool. So when we go to home, it sees both of those, right? There's two. There's a farm and a pool. So I can hit harvest 2, and I have to hit this twice. So there's confirm 1 and confirm 2. All right. So I'm harvesting both rewards simultaneously. All right, and there it goes. So I harvested from the farm and from the pool. But now I'm going to go back over to the pool. Oh, and then watch, the browser should show 2 confirmations, which it did. The MetaMask showed 2 confirmations. So let's go back over to our pools. And then let's take that available CC Cake, deposit it into the pool, and put it to work, right? It's just laying around. It's not doing anything. It's not worth anything. CC Cake was around $3 when I jumped in. because I saw it on something. It's like most active pool. I thought, oh man, this is the next PancakeSwap. Let me jump in there. And of course, after I started staking, it immediately just crashed. We'll see. It says submitted. I can still speed up, but I've tried and it hasn't worked. It's already been 4 days. Yeah. Zaz. I think JDO is giving you some good advice about lowballing fees. If let's put out the scenario, right? Yeah, we all want to save money. I get it, right? We want to save money. We want to save Ethereum. It's expensive. But let's say you're trying to make a trade. You're trying to buy 800 tokens of some new thing that you've been told, you've been led to believe, you've done your research, and you think it's going to moon out, right? And you're trying to invest $1,000 into it in US dollar value. It's 800 tokens, whatever it is, or 8 million of them, whatever the tokens are, right? But you're dumping in $1,000 worth of your own money, thinking that you might end up with 100 grand or more, right? Why be chinchy on the fees, right? If you think it's going to return 100 grand or more to you, then why not spend, $50 on the gas fees to make sure your trade goes through, rather than say, oh, I'm going to save, $3 by, lowering the fees a bit. It'll go through eventually, maybe, right? Play big, right? If you're gonna take big risks with your money to try and moon out, then, be lavish with your fees too. That would be my mentality. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So thank you everyone for being here. Let's see what we got here. I want to go back, see if I covered everything. Okay, so we did third-party wallets, Nano devices. We managed to get that money out of Binance US and into our own wallet. I'm feeling good about having some Solana under my belt. I think we did some internet computer tokens the other night. I won't do that this night. I think I've covered everything I wanted to do today. It's been almost 2 hours since I came in. Once again, for those of you who came late, oh, come on. Get this thing out of here. I'm trying not to get my grubby fingerprints all over this thing. Whoops. Ooh. Right. We're commemorating my silver award for 100,000 subscribers. Hey, you can see my camera over there. This thing's pretty cool. I'm going to put it on the wall. I got a nice letter from YouTube. And I just wanted to thank Scott and Buddy and Mr. David and all of you regular JDO, all of you regular viewers on my live stream and my channel subscribers, and just for all your support over the years. And I really appreciate it. And I had forgot to do that on the live stream Saturday night. And I got this cool Hodler shirt. It's like, these are all Bitcoin logos. I think somebody said, why would I want to advertise the fact that I can't even do it, can I? Oh, you got to do this thing. There we go. Oh, yeah. Why would you want to advertise the fact that you're a Bitcoin user? I don't know. Most people don't know. They're like, what, are they going to follow me home when they see I got a Bitcoin shirt on? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Oh. So anyway, I'm going to sign off. I really appreciate you guys showing up. Hopefully, if I didn't get your question, shoot me an email. And I will be back on Saturday night for sure. And I'll try to get some new videos posted for you guys. So once again, thanks. Don't forget, I do a live stream every Saturday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me again for the live stream from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again,